Hello, welcome to the first round of matches. We have been put on the draw, and I quite like this hand. We have a 2-drop into a 3-drop into a 4-drop. If we do struggle for lands, we can just use Traverse the Ulenvold to find another one. So yeah, we'll happily keep this. So our opponents mulled down to 6. Okay, so we do find our third land. So we won't fire off Traverse to find a land. So we're just going to play Llanowar Wastes and get the Vest of Nascency out early. We may not sacrifice it until turn 3 or 4, or maybe even turn 5. Okay, so now we have a choice between Sylvan Advocate and Hangleback Walker. I think given our opponent's play the Snapping Gnarlid and is likely to hit a third land drop, we're probably just going to play the Hangleback Walker. So if our opponent does attack, we can just stick the Hangleback Walker in the way. So this puts 2 card types in our graveyard for Delirium. Sword of the Animist. So our opponent is going for the black-red landfall deck. So it's a deck that lost Monastery Swiftspear most notably, and Team of Battle Rage and Become Immense as the combo. So we're expecting to see something like a Tarkus command here. As for what we're going to do, we're just probably going to play Inexorable Blob. We assume whatever happens, our opponent's going to hit a land of some sort. Either with Sword of the Animist or from their hand, or both, potentially. A mountain onto the battlefield tapped. I think here we'll just chump block the Snapping Gnarlid. Okay. So here we could play Sylvan Advocate. We could play 2 the Slaughter, in which case we suspect our opponent will sacrifice the Scythe Leopard. I think what we really want to do here is we want to try and hit Delirium and start attacking with the Blob. So we'll sacrifice the Vessel. So we can take any of these cards, whatever. Apart from Autumnal Gloom, actually, but whatever we take will trigger. Yeah, that's true. I think I'll take the Autumnal Gloom here, because we'll get to play it next turn and flip it, which is nice. We will attack with the Blob, which will give us another token. So now, I think we'll play Traverse the Ulenvold and just find a land. We will have missed our 4th land otherwise, so And we'll get a hissing quagmire. Play that. So it is possible this match becomes a bit of a race. Undergrowth champion. So Undergrowth champion will grow. We'll take 6. Okay. So now we could play Mindwreck Demon. But I think I prefer playing the Advocate and Autumnal Gloom. So we'll attack with all creatures. We could leave the ooze behind. But this gets an extra 3 damage in this way. We do lose the blob. It's disappointing, but we'll now play Autumnal Gloom. And Sylvan Advocate. Yes, now we have 2 blockers, we have 4 attackers. I think I'm feeling quite confident here. Ooh, Nissa. Did not think about that. The nice thing here is we're going to be able to do the slaughter to kill the Nissa. So from our opponent's point of view, just -2ing the Nissa here will end up being the best move for them. I suppose they can sacrifice the plant token. So they get 3 for 4. I don't think we really want to sacrifice our 4/4 trampler. Right, a land here would be nice. Okay, so that's one of the worst draws, I think. I think we just do the slaughter and then work on double blocking like the Snapping Gnarlid. So we assume the plant token and Nissa goes here. Yep. Okay. What card's going to the revealed card? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's... Don't know why it's made the reveal. No point attacking. We want to leave back all our blockers at this stage. Okay, so this game has gone close. I think it's quite difficult to call. I feel like if we wipe the board, we've got a good chance of winning. So we may block with that in mind. Okay, so double block the Snapping Gnarlid and trade the Ancient of the Equinox there. So we should lose an Ooze for a Snapping Gnarlid, and they should lose a Snapping Gnarlid for our Ancient. Wouldn't be surprised for a combat trick here. So Snapping Gnarlid is the last card in hand. Equips the sword, I presume. Yep. Okay, so that's quite nice, because we get to play the Evolving Wilds, which boosts the Sylvan Advocate. I'm going to sack this straight away, because I'm going to play the Mindwreck Demon. So we've got to go into our graveyard. 2 more Autumnal Glooms. They would have been nice. So our opponent is in top deck mode now, which is good. So whatever our opponent attacks with here, we will be able to trade up. Well, not trade up. At worst, trade. Nissa. So, kind of beneficially, they've not drawn land. What would be a good draw for us here? What would be good for us? Soul Swallower wouldn't be awful. Okay, so we can't let that through. So what we'll do is we'll just put the ooze in front of it. Okay, so now we're thinking, okay, we can, I think we attack with both our creatures, and then play a Mindwreck Demon, and we have Grasp of Darkness as well to kill a Side Leopard, which would work quite nicely. We're not going to bother with Nissa. I think we can close the game out before Nissa becomes a problem. So I have to leave up double black for the Grasp of Darkness. Yes. So our opponent needs a flyer or some way to kill a Mindwreck Demon here. Card that gave trample would be annoying. So he's equipping the side leopard. In response, we're just going to grasp. So now I think that should be pretty much the game for us. Yep, opponent concedes. So, yeah, to sideboarding. I think we would have quite liked Languish. There's not too much I hate in our deck. Potentially take out. Don't really know. Maybe just trim a blob, trim a soul swallower, or maybe not a soul swallower. Maybe a mind direct demon. But I think that's I think aggro is generally a decent matchup for us, or it appears so far. Oh no, our opponent didn't utterly leave. My Magic Online confuses me. Okay, so this hand on the draw. Again, I think it's a keep. Plenty of 2-drops. Plenty of ways of finding extra land if we do miss them, so we'll keep. Turn 1 side leopard. Okay, grasp isn't the worst draw. So I think here we'll maybe just think about playing the Sylvan Advocate, turn 2. Okay, Llanowar Waste is a good draw. It means we can have double black for Grasp down turn 3. But yeah, we'll just play Sylvan Advocate. It blocks the side leopard quite nicely. I think a turn 3 play here is Epic Confrontation. Okay, it's removal. It does get rid of our Sylvan Advocate, sadly. Okay, Mind Direct Demon. So we've got a choice. We could Grasp of Darkness to Side Leopard. I think I'm just going to play Hangback. And we'll roll out the second vessel, just to use mana up. We will trade the Hangback. An artifact in our graveyard. Managorja Hydra. That's a prime contender to get Grasp of Darkness. So, yeah, this is a card that I think you have to deal with straight away. So that's what we're going to do. So now we could sack one of the vessels and definitely have 4 card types in the graveyard for Delirium. But I think I just prefer rolling out the Deathcap Cultivator here. Means next turn, if we draw a land, we can play Mind Rack and activate a vessel. After which I would assume we hit Delirium between the Mind Rack Demon and the vessel. We're not going to block 1 damage. Undergrowth Champion. Annoying card award. Okay, so here, if we sack Vessel and hit a land, we can play either Mind Rot Demon or Autumnal Gloom. And so I think that's the lead. Unfortunately, we've managed to hit 2 tap lands. So we could just go for Soul Swallower here. I do quite like the Soul Swallower play. Soul Swallower is good against Undergrowth Champion. And then I think I'll just play Autumnal Gloom. For Trampler out there. So again, I think we're slightly ahead on board. Another Undergrowth Champion, okay. And our opponent's been missing land drops, which for a landfall deck is not good. Again, we can go with the play of sacking the vessel to try and find a land. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that again. There we go. We have found a land this time. We lost another grasp to the graveyard. So what we have? 1, 2, 3 Grasp of Darknesses in the graveyard already. So now we can attack with the Ancient of the Equinox, which I assume they don't double block. And then we'll just play Soul Swallower. We will take a bit of damage if our opponent hits a land and attacks. But I think we're okay with that, because Soul Swallower will grow quite quickly now. Okay. And it didn't hit a land, but it hit Nissa. Yep, -2 is the Nissa. So the thing that happens here is we attack, and whatever our opponent blocks with, like the Undergrowth Champions, they won't necessarily die because you can just remove the +1/+1 counters. So I think we just swing in with the Thopter, play the Mind Right Demon. We'll attack Nissa with the Thopter. Takes her off the board. And then play the Mind Right Demon. Read the Bones might have been a nice card to draw, but I won't lose too much sleep over it. So opponent finds another land. So his Undergrowth Champions will be 4/4s. But Soul Swallower will be a 9/9. So it got me double blocked. and die. Soul Swallower grows. Okay. Play the wave. We'll attack with the 2 flyers. Tarka's command. Okay, gain reach. That's annoying. I don't think about the reach on Tarka's command there. We will lose our 2 flyers. The Undergrowth champions also both lose a +1/+1 counter. I think. Post combat, we will just. I think we're just going to empty our hand here. Build up a nice force. Side leopard. Also, we can now start thinking about attacking with the Inexorable Blob and the Soul Swallower and the Ancient and having 4 creatures attacking. Which will start to force some double blocks. We'll hold this Evolving Wilds. We're not going to gain much from having more than 6 lands. So if we attack like that, we leave 2 behind, which means if our opponent hits a land, they have 3, 5, 7 gets through, which I think we can live with that. There's a risk of a combat trick sneaking around, but our opponent has to stick a fair amount in front of the Soul Swallower. There's also a possibility that if I'd taken my time, could we have won this game if we'd attacked with Death Cap Cultivators? So our opponent would take 11. So here our opponent would take 9 and lose 1, 2, 3 creatures. We'd lose 1, 2. Yep. So we're probably looking now that unless our opponent finds a way to get rid of the Soul Swallower, we will probably just win. Yep, opponent scoops. So yeah, the deck worked quite nicely there. I don't think Red Green Landfall is a particularly strong deck, but it's nice to get off to a winning start, and I hope to see you in round 2.